Hey, hi, hello guys, welcome back to Code with Nani channel. So today we're gonna discuss about the Leetcode problem of the day, which is minimum operations to exceed threshold value 2. So you are given a 0 index array nums and integer k. In one operation you will take the two smallest numbers x and y in nums, remove the x and y from nums, add min of x comma y into 2 plus max of x comma y anywhere in the array. Note that you only can apply the described operation if nums contains at least 2 elements. Return the minimum number of operations needed so that all elements of the array are greater than or equal to k. So which means, so we need to make that array. So we need to make that array nums for all the elements which are greater than or equal to k. We need to make sure that every element that is greater than or equal to k. Suppose we are given 2, 11, 10, 1, 3. So we can by the question sense we can sort the array because we don't require the indexes. So we need to pick the smallest 2 elements, and we need to add a third element. We need to remove those 2 elements and we need to add a minimum of x comma y into 2 plus max of x comma y. By the question sake we get to know that we need to pick the smallest 2 elements. So how do we get that through? So we need to just sort the array by sorting this 1, 2, 3 and 10, 11 and a k is 10. So we need to make sure that each and every element present in this nums array should be greater than or equal to 10. So if you see, these 2 elements are greater than 10, so we only need to make sure these 3 elements also should be greater than 10. So what the operation that he described about, pick 2 elements x and y, remove x and y, and the minimum of x into 2 plus maximum. So just pick 2 and y, x equal to 1, y equal to 2. So remove these 2 elements, and what is this? Minimum of x comma y, minimum of 1 comma 2 into 2 plus max of 1 comma 2, which is minimum of 1 comma 2 is 1 into 2 plus max of 1 comma 2 is 2, which is 2 to 4. So we need to insert this element as well in the array. So if you insert this element as well in the array, and the array looks like this. Now still these 2 elements are not greater than or equal to k. So just pick these 2 elements, min of 3 comma 4 into 2 plus max of 3 comma 4. So which is this 3 to 6 plus max of 3 comma 4 will be 4, which is 10. So we need to insert this element in this array by removing these 2 elements, which is 10 comma 11. So all the elements present in this array are greater than or equal to 2. So we need to return minimum number of operations needed to make so that all elements are greater than or equal. So how many operations that we did? We did 1 operation here and 1 operations here. So total number of operations, minimum operation that we require to make all the elements in the array greater than or equal to k is 2. So that's how we should do. So if you carefully observe, what we are trying to do is we are picking minimum 2 elements, and we are adding a new element. So even if you add a new element, still that order should preserve, like by removing the 2 elements, minimum 2 elements, and we are required to add a third element, which would be the minimum of 2 elements into 2 plus maximum element into 2. Even though you insert that element, still that our nums array should be in a sorted order. So how do we get through this? So what is the real intuition and what is the best data structure that you can actually use here? So in order to pick 2 elements, what is the best data structure that you can use? Is you can use set, or else you can use queue, and you can use priority queue, which means min heap. So how do you filter out? So in every iteration we need to pick 2 elements, but there can be a possibility that duplicate elements also exist. In that case, set cannot be done. And after adding a new element, it should preserve the sorted order, right? But queue, what does queue does is it's just a first in first out, which means like if you add an element at the end, it should be in the end. It doesn't maintain a sorted order. So you can eliminate queue as well. So you can use min heap. So pick top two elements and add a new element to it, add operation and add a new element to it until the top element should be greater than or equal to k. Until this condition satisfies, we'll keep on repeating the same task. So we'll just count how many operations that we did and we'll simply return the answer. So that's the real intuition. So what is this? Let's just take the same example as input. Let's just go through this. 11249. What is the k value? K value is 20. 11249. So 11249. So we'll just push all the elements into the priority queue, which is, so it will maintain a sorted order. Min heap means we'll have a minimum elements at the top. Okay, 4 and 9. So it will just pick the two elements and 2 into 1 plus 1, that is 3. So it will add to the priority queue. So the minimum element 2 will be on the top and the new element 3 will be here, and the 4 and 9. Then these two elements will be picked. 2 into 2, like operation is 2 into 2 plus max element, which is 2 into 2, 4 plus 3, 7. So 7, where does this 7 goes? So the 4 will be the top because it is the least element. 7 and 9. So how many operations that we did? We did one operation here, one operation here, and 4, 7. 4 into 2 plus 7, 8 plus 7, 15. So 9 will be here, 15 will be here. So one operation here, and we'll pick both the index minimum of, because in each case we'll just check with the top element. Is the top element is greater than the given k value is 20? Is the top element is greater than 20? No, it's not. So we'll just keep on doing the same operation. So 15, 9 into 2 plus 15. What will be the thing? 18 plus 15, 23, 33. So I'll just push it in. As you can see 33, which is greater than or equal to 10. So I'll just return the total count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is 4? Let's check the with the answer. Yeah, minimum operations is 4. So I'll just walk you through the code, so you'll get clarity of everything about. And the real problem is, as you can see, we have a constraints 1 less than or equal to. You can use the brute force approach as well. It requires n square time, which gives you a TLE. So if you use priority queue, we are just iterating through the array once, so it will be of n time complexity. What is the space complexity? It will be of 1 because we are just using a priority queue data structure. So I will just walk you through the code. As you can see, I'm just declaring the size of the nums array and just sorting this as I told you earlier, because we don't require the indexes, so we just need the sorted elements. And I'm declaring a priority queue as a long min heap. This is the declaration of the heap. Why I'm doing this long? Because as you can see, what we are doing is min of x comma y into 2 plus max of x comma y, right? As you can see, each element can last, like the value of each element, which is nums of I, can be as long as 10 power 9. So if you make a 10 power 9 into 10 power 9 into 10 power 9, like if you take x, y and every element as a 10 power 9, what will be this? 3 into 10 power 9. So integer can't hold this value, so that's why I'm just taking a long in my case. So yeah, and I'm just iterating to the nums array. I'm just pushing each element into the nums array. And why I'm doing this into 1ll, which means 1ll means I'm just multiplying with the long of 1. If you multiply anything with 1, still it will be the same thing, right? So why I'm doing, if you don't multiply with the 1 as nums of I is an integer, so still pq holds the priority q holds the integer. That's why I'm just making it dynamic and just multiplying with the long. And what is these things? So while pq shouldn't be empty, and until the top element is less than k, which means until the top element is less than k, we'll just repeating the same task, right? So what I'm doing, I'm just picking out the top minimum element. So first element will be the least most element. I'm just picking it, I'm just popping it, because we don't put those elements in the queue as well. We just pop those two elements and we'll add the new element. This is the second element. I'm just popping it out. And what will be the next element? Just minimum into 2 plus maximum. So as you can see, what is the condition? What is the condition is minimum of x comma y into 2 plus max of x comma y, right? As we know, f is the minimum because this is the first element. S can be a maximum out of these two. So I just substituted here f into 2 plus s. So in order to make it a long, I'm just multiplying it 1 into 1, just 1. Can multiply it 1. So what will be the one? Long 1. So that the total element can holds a long integer. Otherwise it just hold the integer value, because arithmetic operation on integers holds the same integer value. That's why I'm just make it dynamic by multiplying it with a long integer, so that even if it just crosses the bounds of the integer, it still holds the long value. And just pushing it into the new element will be pushed into the priority queue. Still the sorted order will be maintained, and in each operation I'm just incrementing the count. So in the end I'll just return the count. Just run the code, you'll get know about it. Voila, it's submitted. And that's it for the today video, guys. So if you find interesting, do like my videos, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon so you don't miss out any notification from my channel. And that's it for today video, guys. Thank you, tata, bye bye, see you tomorrow.